Hey, Global Impact. This is Mr. Ellinger. This lesson is on working with sets, and our goal here is to write sets and identify subsets. Our essential understanding for the lesson: sets are the basis for mathematical language. Sets are written in different ways, including roster form and set builder notation. Smaller sets of elements can be formed from a larger set. Background: it is necessary that you understand sets before working in the next lesson. We will learn to write sets in two ways. Roster notation will be easier to use at first, but will become difficult or even impossible to use as sets become larger. Hence, the other form we call set builder notation. Set builder notation is easier when we're talking about larger or even infinite sets. Sets are the basis for mathematical language. Like I said before, you can write sets in different ways and form smaller sets of elements from a larger set. You can also describe the elements that are not in a given set. So roster form is one way to write sets. Roster form lists the elements of a set within braces, curly braces. For example, you write the set containing 1 and 2, the numbers 1 and 2 as 1, 2 in curly braces. And you write the set of multiples of 2 as in curly braces 2, 4, 6, 8, ... We talked about this in other lessons. This ... is called the ellipsis, and it implies that this set is an infinite set. You can continue writing the elements of this set this way. Once the pattern is established, the ... tells you that this pattern continues on to infinity. Our other form, set builder notation. Set builder notation is another way to write sets. It describes the properties an element must have to be included in a set. For example, if we go back to our multiples of 2, we can write the set 2, 4, 6, 8, ... in set builder notation as curly brace x. This little bar means so that or such that. So the bar in here, vertical bar, is read so that or such that. X is a multiple of 2. So again, the way I would read this, I'm talking about the set of all x such that x is a multiple of 2. N is the set of even natural numbers that are less than or equal to 12. How do you write N in roster form in set builder notation? Okay, so we're going to write both of these sets. First, in roster notation, we're going to list the elements, okay? So even numbers, even natural numbers less than or equal to 12. This isn't a huge set, so we can actually list these elements out fairly simply. So here's our curly brace, and I'm not the most artistic person, so my curly braces will probably not look as fancy as these curly braces up here. That's okay. All right, so even natural numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Do I put 12 in here? Yes, I do. 4 equal to. There's my set. Capital letter, italicized in text print, but we'll just use a capital letter N. So there's roster notation. Set builder notation, set of all x, so that. How should I write this? There's 2 conditions on a number to be in this set. The first one, x is natural. How could I write that? Well, natural numbers are greater than 0. And this has to be less than or equal to 12. And I could also put the other condition that x is natural. So it's just kind of a fancier way or a different way to write the sentence out. So in set builder notation, how do you write the solutions of 9 minus 4n is greater than 21? The reason that we're looking at this example is because you're going to be asked to write your answers as a set in set notation. So how do we do that? Well, first thing we need to do is solve the inequality. Solving the inequality, I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides first, trying to isolate n, bring down my negative 4n, don't forget the minus sign. 21 minus 9 is 12. Divide both sides by negative 4. Again, red flag goes up, dividing both sides of an inequality by negative. Negative 4 divided by negative 4 gives me a coefficient of 1 on n, which is what I want. Flip the inequality, 12 divided by 4 is negative 3. So n is less than negative 3. Set builder notation. Here's how we do this. Curly brace. Our answer, the set, is the set of all n so that n is less than negative 3. Okay? So again, we'll be using this in our next couple lessons, and we'll throw another notation in there along with set builder notation that's called interval notation. All right, have a good day, guys.